dinghy. We didn't expect to be seeing this much wind today. We're seeing 22, 23 knots on the beam, which is great for sailing. We only got part of our pencil out, all the main. We're seeing about 7.5 knots. This guy over here, he had everything out a minute ago. It looks like they brought in their headsail. They were screaming. I think they're getting to a point where they're getting headed too much. That's when the transfer crews get to play. It's when the owners are not there, and their job is to take a big super yacht like that to some other port. And when the owners aren't around, then the boat just gets hammered. They treat it like a Volvo ocean race boat, which is cool. I mean, I would love to be there for it. Put a variable range marker on here, estimated bearing line, in order to see if this guy was going in front or behind us, and as you can see, he's going in front of us. Big ferry. You know, it must be stressful for the guys driving these big ships, because half the people sailing around here are chartering, don't have experience with heavy wind. So, in theory, they're the powered vessel, but they just can't change course. And so you have to make sure that you're not challenging them as far as who stand on and who's to get away. It's the Chinese boat rule. The bigger boat has the right of way. We're seeing 30 knots. And swells. We've got half of our headsail out, and we've briefed our main. We're still doing 7.4 knots. If we wanted to hammer things, we could let more sail out, get quite a bit more boat speed out of the boat. But we have a dinghy behind us, towing a dinghy, which is probably stupid. But at this point, there's not much we can do about it except just tough it out to the other side. We're almost there. Here comes another boat right at us. These types of conditions feel a lot crazier when you're on a smaller boat like that. This is our first real-world experience with katabatic winds, and katabatic winds are very common in Greece, and they're seen elsewhere in the world, but very, very common in the Mediterranean, especially in the Greek islands. And what happens is the wind comes across the top of the island and drops very steeply on the backside. In this case, you're seeing whitecaps right up to the shore. You would think you would be in the lee of this island, but it's not the case. The steeper the mountainside, the more aggressive the katabatic effect is, and it can become very, very dangerous. The thing to pay attention to is the pilot guides and the cruising sites. They'll let you know where particularly dangerous places are, but you can also just kind of see them based on the geography. Anyway, this is what we're seeing. We're hoping for a break in the wind, but we're definitely not getting it.
Looks like the pontoon was out here.
Yeah, let's see, it's gone.
And it's gone. Great.
Well, no wonder it's gone. Look at it. Probably got torn off again.
Yeah.
Well, we might be able to lay up against that other key.
Well, it said you could go anchors 2 over here. There's people there.
I also don't know what the depth is like right up against there. It says it's 4.5.
It says it's deep. They're all laying again.
Yeah. That's why they show them rafted up.
Yeah. I don't know if we can get there.
There's actually a spot there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can fit in it or not, though.
It says local fishing boats to the right. I don't know. How are these people that way?
That's interesting. So there's kind of a marinara guy with water over there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we might be able to go over there.
That certainly looks better than trying to squeeze it here.
Okay, can you move that thing fast? Because I got to be, or at least tighten up the line because I need a reverse. It'd be nice if these people would maybe move their boats a little closer together. Make some more
That
room.
one looks better.
Huh?
I feel more comfortable over there.
Well, okay.
I would have done stern too here. I don't understand why these people are all laying alongside.
Well, we're going to lay alongside too.
Okay, you've got a bench here.
Yep, I see it. I'm going to go right in front of this cat. I'm at 2 meters under. It's coming up, Joe. .7.
Just, yeah, through that way or around there.
Well, this totally sucks. And this is the result of having our fenders tied to the upper lifeline, which you're really not supposed to do, but it's been very calm in here all day. catches the boats. And this is a bad place. I don't like this quay. It's really rough concrete, and it's very exposed, and there's just no other places to go. The local guy just came and told me that they really recommend stern to the quay, and then, but in the pilot book it tells you you're not allowed to do that. So you really don't know. It's hard to tell when they tell you not to anchor and go stern in. Oftentimes it's because there's chains or obstructions or foul anchorages out in the harbor. So we don't know. So laying up against the quay anywhere is always a bad situation to be in. We just hate it. There's no easy way to lay up against a concrete quay like this and not be susceptible to rolling of the boat. I've never seen a dock, pier, quay where boats laid up alongside don't just get absolutely worked. There's no place that doesn't have at least some amount of roll, and this location is awful, and I should have known better. It's so exposed, and the predominant wind is from the back of the harbor, but that doesn't really matter. It still gets ferry wash, and that's what we suffered from last night. And it's not this ferry. This ferry here comes and goes 3 or 4 times a day. No, it's the big fast ferry that we saw yesterday when we were sailing. That one comes blazing past out there and creates a big wake that comes right into this harbor. And when that happens, the boats take abuse. I'm happy to be getting away from there. It's not a great harbor. Wonderful dinner last night, but not real pleased. I didn't sleep hardly at all. I mean, I was awake until 3:30 in the morning. Now it's 7:30 in the morning, and we're out of here. There should be some openings at Keone. We're going to run over there and just kind of hang. We need to make some calls to get the stainless steel people on board fixing this. Even if it's just a temporary fix, I think they can probably rebend some of this and weld some pieces together to kind of make it. Might not be a beautiful fix, but it'll be something until we can get it done right. I'm pretty sure that when I do this video, I'm going to get a lot of crap from people saying, "Oh, you should have known better," blah blah blah. The reason why I film these things and post them, even if things don't go our way, is this is the nature of the cruising life. It's constant. When bad things aren't actually happening, they're at risk of happening, and it causes high levels of stress and anxiety. You've got a very expensive, complex boat with lots of moving parts, and then weather comes in, conspires, other boaters, your own stupidity, all makes it very difficult to sleep well and not worry about things going wrong. I'm probably in kind of a dour mood this morning about it because I don't have enough sleep, but that's kind of the reality of it. One of the reasons we wanted to get out of here, out of that harbor, was although it's just dead calm this morning, there's nothing happening. That's supposed to change according to the weather forecast. It's supposed to get very windy later on today. I should mention that while we're upset about the lifelines getting damaged, the stanchions in this gate, at least we didn't have what happened to another boat down the quay happen to us, which was, we had seen it when we pulled in. The guy's rudder was about 2 feet away from a a big rock, right? And then where this big swell came through the anchorage, all of a sudden there was yelling and screaming, and that boat had pulled away and almost backed into the catamaran that was behind us. Guys were freaking out, and it turned out that they had bounced the boat several times off the rocks, I believe.
Yeah, you can see the gel coat on the rock.
Yeah, you can see where either their rudder or their keel had slammed, or maybe even the hull slammed against some very, very sharp rocks. And they ran over to the other side of the marina and actually got a pretty good spot after they were kind of forced to do so. But I think they have bigger problems ahead of them. I think that boat's going to need to be hauled and inspected. And that's the thing. It is so hard to know. You know, at least here you can see through the water.
Can you imagine?
You know, but anyway, beautiful. Looks like New England.